Hello, my darlings. It's Dion Dean back with another video. This is one that you guys have requested, kind of, sorta. Of course, I did the eBay versus Poshmark video, which I hope you guys enjoyed. It was real. That's just how I feel. I believe in you starting your own. But if you are going to sell on eBay or Poshmark, I want you to be successful in whatever you do. So this video is going to be my tips on how to be successful on Poshmark. Get your pen ready, get your paper ready, get your Poshmark, get your phone ready, because as I'm giving you this, I want you to be putting it into action. Okay, so let's go to my first tip. So my first tip is really common sense. Get to listing. It amazes me how many of you guys are just hoarding stuff. It's time to put that stuff up. And so you guys know I'm a part-time reseller. And so what I aim to do is 10 items a day, because at the end of the month, you'll have 300 pieces, right? So if you work full-time and are building a part-time business, this is so simple to do. You can do that within 30 minutes. You can do that within an hour. There are actually times I'll be watching TV with my husband and just list during the commercials. You can honestly do that within a 2-hour movie, right? So the first step is to get to listing. And I know that you're going to hear Riley throughout this, so I'm just letting you know. I'm warning you. She's going to be in every video from here on out. But going back to it, I know it's tedious. I know taking the measurements is tedious and writing the listing descriptions is tedious. But you know what? If you want to be successful and make some money, you got to do it. So 10 items a day, that's my rule of thumb. That's what I do for my business. If you can only do one, just do something, but you have to get listing. Because as Nicole State, my reseller mentor in my head, my best friend in my head, says, if you're not listing, you're not making any money. So the first step is to get to listing. Let's go on to step number 2. So the number 2 step is to participate in the Posh parties. I really like this aspect of Poshmark because it keeps me accountable. If I know there's going to be a Zara sale next week, or because in my head I'm thinking we're going to have a Zara sale or a J. Crew sale or whatever. They're doing these every week. So if I know that there's going to be a Zara sale, it puts me in the mindset of posting my Zara items during that sale. If there's going to be a J. Crew sale, posting my J. Crew items during that sale. If there's an outerwear sale, posting my items during that sale. And you don't have to necessarily be there listing items during that sale. Take pictures, store it on your phone, and when they're having a sale, that's when you go ahead and list everything. There's so many different ways to participate in the parties, especially if you're working a full-time job and say you just can't get to your phone at 11 a.m. But there are parties all throughout the day. So for the ones that you can participate in, participate in. And the ones that you can't, try and save everything on your phone and, maybe dip to the bathroom for 5 minutes and post then. But you have to participate in Posh parties. And when I say participate, not only list your items, but share other people's items. I know that I don't have a lot of plus size items in my closet. I know, crazy, right? Being that I'm a curvy girl, but we already know I'm not selling none of my stuff. Um, but I don't necessarily have, a lot of Kate Spade or Lululemon or those kind of brands. But if I follow individuals and they have those items, I will definitely share those items during the party. So number 2, join the parties. All right, let's go to step number 3. Okay, so I pressed play and Riley decided to play her Mickey Mouse phone, and I'm debating if I need to take it away from her. Can you hear that? Let me come back with step number 3. Give me a minute. Okay. We're back with step number 3, which is follow and share similar items. So I follow like Alexander Wang, Balenciaga, some other brands that I personally want. You guys know I have been on the hunt for my Alexander Wang Rocco bag at a good price, honey. And so I say all that to say, follow closets that are similar to yours, or just items and designers or brands that are of interest to you. Follow closets and share from those closets. And I don't want to say like, because it's not like an Instagram. When you're liking something, you're saying that you have an interest in purchase them. But follow like closets and share from the closets that you like. The greatest thing about Poshmark to me is that it's a community and it's interactive. That's why I'm veering more towards Poshmark than eBay. But that being said, when you're in a community, you need to be a part of it. So follow and share and interact, and between being a part of the Posh parties and engaging, I think these are the two major ones that really make you a success, or really are indicators of how successful you will be on Poshmark. So let's go to step number 4. The fourth one is take really clear and as detailed pictures as you can. I I really love those pictures where they have like laid out on the, excuse me, like on a fur rug, and they've really styled that. Like I'm working towards that. I myself am not 100% there. But that being said, I believe that my pictures are clear and that I have taken enough pictures for the person who's interested in purchasing the item to make a great educated decision as to whether or not they want to purchase the item. So that's something I'm working on. So we'll work on that together, but make sure that you're taking clear photos. Make sure if there are any discrepancies or anything that's on the clothing that the buyer may need to know about. Maybe there's a loose thread, or a scuff on a pair of shoes. Make sure that you take a picture of that so that the buyer is aware before they hit that offer button or that purchase button. All right, so let's go to the next step. Descriptions, descriptions, descriptions. This is one thing that I actually kind of irks me. But, if people don't know, you can't really blame them. In your description, you have to be as descriptive as possible. You want to put the vendor name, you want to put what article of clothing it is, and sometimes you may even want to put the size. I don't put the size in, I'm used to putting the size in because of eBay. And eBay is really the place where I learned to write the description, because you have to be as detailed as possible. So at the very least, like, if you have a shirt, just don't put shirt up there. Don't just put, floral shirt or, you know, dark jeans. No, put, Ann Taylor cashmere cardigan. Mother denim, and usually a lot of the denim lines will actually have the name of the item. So I actually did, excuse me, did this morning. The mother denim, I think the looker skinny jean. Be as detailed as you can when possible, because when people are in the Posh parties or when they're searching for an item, they're like scrolling down, right? And so you want to be as detailed as possible and have the best pictures as possible so that people click on your item or tap your item, okay? Within the description, always put the measurements and always put the fabric content, because you don't want somebody to buy your cardigan who's allergic to wool, right? But you didn't put wool in there. And so now they want to return because they didn't know it was wool. Well, you're losing money, right? So be as detailed as you can. Take all the measurements, the sleeve, the length, the I always put armpit to armpit. Yeah, sleeve is huge, especially if you're doing like coats. The sleeve is huge, but armpit to armpit, sleeve, length. If you have a dress, make sure you're taking the waist size. Just be as detailed as possible, because once again, you want the buyer to be able to make an educated decision on whether or not they want to purchase from you. And the more that they know, the more that they can trust that what you're selling them is right for them. All right, so let's go on. I believe it's the last step. Let's go. Poshmark is really, really social, and I'll keep on saying it until I can't say it anymore. This is one of the reasons why I am enjoying Poshmark. I love the social aspect. And so if you have an Instagram account, Pinterest, Facebook, you can post all of these items on you can link your, I don't know if you can link it to Instagram. Can you? I don't think you can, but I know Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter, that's the one you can do that. And so post your items on your social media on Instagram. And if you follow me at I am Dion Dean, whenever I do a big haul somewhere, I definitely put it up on Instagram. You can Insta story it, you can actually take a post and let your followers know that these items that you purchased are up for grabs. If you are a blogger and you take amazing photos, and something from that photo is going to be listed on Poshmark, you absolutely want to do that. That's how you make that money, honey. So yeah. Anything else about social? Just be social. Yeah, Riley says be social. I love that little girl. All right, so that was all of my steps. I think it's been said over and over again, but I just wanted to add my 2 cents in there. It's a social platform, so get social, start sharing, take great pictures, attend the posh parties, write descriptive descriptions, and you will have a successful, oh, and get listing, and you will be really, really sexful. You will be really successful on Poshmark. So, if you have, excuse me. Okay, I'm coming. My gosh, she's so orders me around. She bosses me around. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer as best as I can. I've only really been doing Poshmark for real, for a couple of months, but I'll add my 2 cents to it. All right, love you.